child up. And where's the girl from the florist? I asked for the flowers to be here by 9.
They're at your place by now, aren't they?
Oh, Michael, pop across and see. I asked for them to come here. You can't rely on anything these days.
Just drink this and relax.
Relax? I'm perfectly relaxed, thank you. Oh, that's better. Oh, I'm that thirsty this morning.
Dehydration is that. It's a typical side effect of alcoholic overindulgence. Should drink a pint of water before you go to bed.
What?
You mean you're hungover?
Nonsense. When you get to my age, you know when you've had enough.
Yeah, you fall over.
Still no sign of that florist.
Relax, they'll be here.
Oh, I wish you'd stop telling me to relax. Archie.
I'm not aware.
Why are you muttering?
No, not muttering and rehearsing my speech.
Get a move on. You're supposed to be in Hotton with Eric.
It's all right, it's only just gone 9. All right. All right, I'm coming.
Michael, are you going to go and see if those flowers have been delivered or not?
Okay.
But if they're dumped there on that doorstep, there'll be trouble.
Morning, everybody.
Where do you think you're going with that?
Want to get Alice ready?
She shouldn't have it on yet. It'll be filthy by the time she gets to the church.
I just agree with everything she says. Right, then. I'm off to pick up Eric. Hungover.
I heard that. I am not hungover. What have you got?
Sandwiches. Ham, chicken, beef. To his feet I tribute.
Bit early for songs of praise, isn't it?
Well, I'm just practicing for later. Nothing like a few stirring hymns to stimulate the blood. I must say, I do approve of Elizabeth's selection.
Oh, yes.
Yes, good traditional stuff. Praise my soul, love divine, all that.
She didn't choose for those in peril by any chance, did she?
Give poor Eric a chance.
Sorry. Oh.
What?
Guess who forgot to take the quiches out of the freezer last night?
I'm not surprised what was going on in here.
Oh, I'll have to get them out now.
There'll be a few thick heads in the village this morning.
Yes, mine included.
No, why didn't you put them in the microwave?
You couldn't do it for me, could you, Alan?
I don't see why not. Praise him, praise him.
Hello?
It's all done.
Oh, thanks, Alan. Right, everything's ready apart from the food that needs to be warm. The cake's here, but I'll be back by 11:30.
Have you got a moment just to listen to my speech?
Ushers don't make speeches.
No, but this is an emergency one, you know, a backup, just in case.
In case of what?
Well, with Archie Brooks as a best man, you've got to be prepared for every eventuality.
Trust him, he'll be fine. And so will the wedding. What could go wrong?
Yes, I suppose you're right.
And isn't it about time you were getting ready yourself? Or are you planning to keep the designer stubble?
There. Don't play with it.
For goodness sake, I'm not a 6-year-old, Mum.
I'm not so sure the way you behave
Elizabeth,
sometimes.
you better think about getting ready, you know. Time's getting on.
Well, you sure you can manage here without me?
Of course I'm sure. Now, look, there's no problem. I'll be round to collect you about 11:45. Now, go on.
No, earlier.
Oh, come on. It's only going to take a couple of minutes to walk down to the church.
Even so, 1:30.
All right.
And don't be late.
I won't.
Or you, Michael.
Never mind me. Just remember to take your curlers out.
Less of the cheek, my lad.
Do you know, I've never seen her so wound up before.
No, me neither. Mind you, I've never seen her getting married before. Couldn't make her last wedding.
I forgot my handbag. What do you think you're playing at?
Nothing.
Well, find yourself something to do.
Elizabeth, relax, will you? There's nothing to do. Everything is sorted.
Look, I just want the day to go smoothly.
It will.
Oh, that's easy for you to say. Remember the first time I got married? Well, perhaps I shouldn't talk about that.
You should just think about the future, Mum.
You're right.
Don't forget the past altogether, though, eh?
Oh, why should I want to do that, son? I've got some very happy memories.
Yeah, me too. Look, Aunt, you better get a move on. You're the only one that ain't ready yet.
Good point.
Oh, Mum, don't forget your curlers.
I've asked a security firm to work out the costing for a full state-of-the-art alarm system.
Is there much point?
Of course there is. Why'd you say that?
Frank, we live miles away from the nearest police station. If we're burgled again, the thieves could be out of the area by the time the police arrive.
Need to upgrade our existing system, love, so that any would-be thief would think twice about taking the place on.
Maybe Sergeant MacArthur can give you a few tips.
Good morning, Mr. Tate. I wonder if I could just have a word.
Certainly. My wife thinks I can benefit from your professional advice.
Oh, yes.
Burglar alarms. I'm getting a quote for a new system.
Closing the stable door after the horse has bolted, eh?
Did you get your mum and Eric a wedding present?
Nah, I copped out. I bought them a gift voucher. It was difficult to know what to get. They've already got most things they need.
Yeah, well, I just thought that counts.
I think they've had enough of my thoughts on their wedding.
They're past you now, though, aren't they?
Yeah, it's pretty stupid, wasn't it?
Listen, Michael, this business about me giving your mum away...
No, just forget it. I'm really grateful for what you've done for her.
Oh, come on, I've not done anything.
Yeah, you have. You stood by her and supported her when she needed it. If I'd any sense, I'd have done the same thing.
Yeah, look, we all make mistakes.
Yeah. Some of them are harder to untangle than others.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
Go on, Michael, what is it?
I can't tell you, Nick.
Yes, you can.
And you better answer that.
Hello? What? Pollard's done a bunk.
Oh, I knew it!
Well, you better get looking, Archie.
Well, there's some good news and there's some bad news. First off, we've recovered most of the stolen property, including your jewellery and the gold watch.
Oh, well, that is good news.
So what's the bad news?
We've arrested someone for the crime.
That's bad news?
In a way, yes. It's Stephen Marshall.
Marshall?
Steve, the stable lad? The one Neil Kincaid loaned us?
Good God.
He's run out on her.
Now, look, Michael, we don't know that.
Well, where is he then?
We don't know that either, do we?
Look, there's probably a perfectly ordinary explanation for this.
Yeah, like he's got cold feet and run out on her, the snivelling little tour act.
Not going to get a bottle of it sitting here. Come on, we'll go and look for him. You stay here, Nick.
Listen, what am I going to do if Elizabeth asks? I mean, do I tell her?
No!
Come on, we've got 2 hours to look for
Still
him.
think he's run out on her.
What are you doing? Offering me services. Turner might want some help with Buffy.
What? It's changed for a pint.
Oh, never mind that. Have you seen Pollard?
Where?
If we knew that, we wouldn't be asking, would we?
Well, why would I know where he is?
We're wasting his time here. Come back when you've got your brain in. Come on.
Hey, what time is it?
Oh, it's you. Now, this had better be good. I'm right in the middle of my vol au vents.
I wondered if you wanted some help before the wedding.
I know what your game is. You're after a free pint.
Oh, me?
Yeah, just buzz off, Seth.
Mr. Turner.
Is that banging? What is it? Thank heaven for that.
Hey, Mr. Turner. I can smell burning.
Give me strength.
Hey, Mr. Turner.
Oh, up it, Seth!
Oh, Elizabeth. I'm a dead man.
Hopefully this sort of thing won't happen again.
Well, no burglary alarm in the world will stop an inside job.
Oh, thank you for keeping us in the picture.
Well, I hope to have more news later on. Marshall's made a full confession. He was trying to dispose of the property via a local dealer, so we expect to be making more arrests. But I'll let you know.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
I can't believe it. Steve. I thought I was a better judge of character than that. He seems so nice, so helpful.
Part of his plan, no doubt. I wonder who this local dealer is, though. Anyone we know, do you think?
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I only know one local dealer.
Oh, goodness. Poor Elizabeth.
I don't know what it was about, but MacArthur was with Frank this morning.
Well, maybe they've caught the burglars.
Maybe.
There, that's the best I can do. This bit won't lie down.
Hey, put a bit of this on it.
I wish I'd get my hands on the so-and-sos that did it, though.
Oh, me too.
How's your head?
Well, it's still there.
Are you poorly, Daddy?
Yeah, but it's your dad's own fault. He had a bit too much beer to drink last night.
Oh, look who's talking.
Are we fit?
Yeah, fit to drop.
You got any paracetamol?
Oh, not you as well.
He's been moaning about his head ever since he got up.
Mummy, if drinking makes you so bad, why do you all do it?
Anyone feel up to answering that?
What are you two up to? Why aren't you with Eric?
He wanted to spend a few moments alone, you know, get his thoughts together.
Oh,
Yeah, you know, a few minutes quiet reflection before the big event.
you make it sound like he's about to face the firing squad. You just make sure he's at the church on time.
Oh, well, it's no problem.
What's the matter? Well?
Nothing. It's all right, Mum.
We're close. Keep your voice down.
Have you seen Pollard?
We've lost him.
Looks everywhere for him. He's vanished.
In the Bermuda Triangle, people don't just vanish.
All right, then, you clever so-so. You tell me where he is.
Hello? I'm here.
Since last night.
I'm in the cellar. I don't know. It was bedlam down there. I didn't even see him leave.
Can't hear you.
All right, Mummy's got your car. Lynn? Oh, look, Carol, I haven't got time to talk to you now. I'm late as it is, and I've got to get Peter to the babysitters.
Please, Lynn, I don't know who else to go to. It's Lorraine. She's gone.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry.
Just tell me what's happened.
Well, last night when we went home, we had a terrible row. Called each other some awful names, so I locked her in a room.
You didn't?
But when I went up this morning, she'd gone, climbed out.
Well, do you know where she might be?
Oh, I was hoping that you might know.
Me? Why? Oh, I get it. You think she might be here?
Well, you're the only one she'll take any notice of.
Well, she's not here.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Well, you could be covering up.
Now, look, you've asked me and I've told you. You'll just have to take my word for it.
Look, if you've got any idea where she might be, you've got to tell me.
I don't know where your daughter is, Carol, but if you were a better mother, then perhaps you would.
Ah, Seth. Which side are you sitting on?
My backside.
Very funny. Go and sit on the way.
That's Pollard's side.
Yes, I know, it needs filling up. Do as I say.
Cheer up, Nick. It's the bride who's supposed to feel apprehensive on her wedding day, not the man who's giving her away. Oh, dear me. Don't bother. That looks gruesome.
Sorry.
How are we for time?
Oh, no, plenty of time yet, Elizabeth. Look, do you feel apprehensive?
What?
About getting married? Do you have any second thoughts?
Oh, dear, no. It's a bit late for second thoughts, isn't it?
Well, you know what they say. It's never too late.
Well, it is in my book. The guests will be arriving. The vicar's booked and the buffet's paid for.
And you're sure Eric Pollard's the one for you?
For better or worse, Nick, Eric's the man for me.
Thought you might say that.
I think the vicar would like us all to get settled now.
Right.
Oh, Jim, Frank, if you'd like, come straight through. Joan, you heard? They've arrested someone. Who? No, if we could just...
Steve Marshall, Neil's stable lad. He's confessed. MacArthur reckons there's a few more to round up yet.
I wonder how our bridegroom feels about that.
What do you mean? Well, stolen goods have got to be fenced, haven't they?
I don't think Pollard would be so stupid.
If we could just go in now.
Hello. Hello. Is he here yet?
Who?
Well, Pollard, of course.
What do you mean you haven't found him?
We searched the entire village.
I just don't know where else he could be.
Right. Has anybody here seen Eric Pollard this morning?
Told me you'd lost the bridegroom.
Not funny.
You can't find him.
Didn't stay at your house, did he?
Of course not.
So Pollard's disappeared.
Apparently.
I don't believe it.
This is what comes of giving people like you this kind of responsibility.
It's not my fault.
The first rule for a best man is not to let the groom out of his sight until he's down that blasted aisle.
Look, he can't just have vanished. Who saw him last?
Well, he was with us in the Woolpack, celebrating.
If you can call it that. He was drunk.
Started insulting us, so we taught him a lesson.
Yeah, we did, didn't we? Hey, Did you let him...
No, did you?
I thought you would.
No, I didn't.
Well, why do you expect me to?
I just thought you would.
You live here.
Would you translate this into English, please?
He's still locked in your cellar.
What?
Oh, come on.
Just carry on without me.
Let's have the game out in time.
It's 1:45.
I still think Steve's arrest and Pollard's disappearance is connected.
What was all that about, Steve?
Haven't you heard? They've arrested him for the robbery up at Home Farm. Apparently he's confessed everything. Coming in.
We must be going.
Look, Elizabeth, we can wait a few more minutes. I mean, it's not going to take us a second to walk down to the church.
I don't want to have to rush. It'll look awful if I arrive out of breath.
Well, no, you won't. But, I mean, you don't want to get there early, do you?
I suppose not. What the dickens are they up to?
What?
I've just seen Joe, Jack, Archie and Alan go rushing into the pub.
You what?
What are they doing?
Well, maybe they've gone for a quick drink.
If they're late for my wedding for the sake of a drink... Well, at least my Eric wasn't with them.
Where have you been? I've been calling and calling. You listen!
All right, you can take a swing at both of us when you're married. Now, come on, get up to the bar.
It's nearly 12.
All the more reason to hurry. Now, come on, get a
My
move on.
suit's to the floor.
You'll have to wear this.
But I can't wear this. I'm in sleeping in the room.
Been to some funny weddings in my time, but never one without a bride and groom.
Probably on his way to the airport.
What are you looking for?
Nothing.
Come on, give me your arm.
We've gone. We've gone through the churchyard. Here. Right. Keep down.
You'll find out in the fullness of time, knowing you. Oh. Listen, what do you want, Carol? You know Alan's not happy about you being here.
Look, I came to apologise for what I said to you.
I don't appreciate being accused of lying.
I didn't accuse you.
Not directly, perhaps.
Well, I'm sorry, Lynn. I just didn't think what I was saying. I'm so worried. Could we just talk?
I don't think I've got anything to say to you.
I'm out of my mind, Lynn. Just for a minute, please.
All right, but you'll have to be quick.
Look, Elizabeth, it's not going to hurt him, is it, just to keep him waiting a couple of minutes?
Oh, the poor man will be standing there thinking I'm not coming.
dearly beloved, we are gathered here in the sight of God and in the face of this congregation to celebrate the marriage of Elizabeth and Eric.
Here, you look like you could use it.
Are you not having one?
Not after last night.
It's funny being this side of the bar.
Yes. Look, fascinating as all this is, Carol, are you going to get to the point? Why are you here?
Is Lorraine here?
Of course not. Don't start making silly accusations again.
Look, I know. I'm sorry. It's just that when you get into this stage, you start imagining things. Elizabeth looked lovely, didn't she? She's a handsome woman.
Smashing.
It lashed down on my wedding day. I got soaked getting from the car to the church. No wonder it all went wrong, getting off to a start like that.
Well, I don't think you can blame the weather. Pete and I got married in the middle of a heat wave. Didn't do much for our marriage.
If any amongst you know any just cause or impediment why these two people may not be joined together, let them speak now or forever hold their peace.
Has she ever talked to you about anybody or anywhere she might go to, any friends?
No, but then Lorraine doesn't strike me as the sort of girl to have many friends. A lot of casual acquaintances, but not many real friends.
No. Poor Lorraine.
I thought she was beginning to settle down a bit. Working here seemed to be doing her good.
She likes you.
I know. Don't you think it'd be a good idea if she came back here? I know you and Alan have your differences, but at least if she was here, I'd be able to keep my eye on her.
And I can't? Is that what you mean?
No.
You think I'm not capable of looking after my own daughter?
I didn't say that.
Well, it sounded like that's what you meant.
Well, she doesn't seem to be getting much help from you.
Oh, I see. I see your game. Trying to turn Lorraine against me. Well, it won't work. Thanks for the drink.
That's over. What a way to start married life, Archie. Get the stay of him.
Leave him alone. He's had a terrifying experience.
Well, he's in for a worse one when he gets back.
What do you mean?
Well, she's about to say something to him. Doesn't have the chance yet.
See? What did I tell you?
Sergeant, what's going on?
Mrs. Feldman?
Pollard.
Mrs. Pollard. If there was any other way of doing this, well, I'm sorry. Michael Feldman, I'm arresting you in connection with the burglary at Home Farm on the 17th of September. You're not obliged to say anything unless you wish to do so. Whatever you do say will be written down and may be given in evidence. Now come with me, lad.